Good morning, buongiorno. My name is Gracie Opulenza and I'm all about eccentric and opulent lifestyle. And you can find out a lot more about me on gracieopulenza.com. Lived in Italy for many years. Just put in hashtag made in Italy and many articles on my blog will come up. Villas to Airbnb rentals to rosemary to even leather, Tuscan leather. So give you a little bit of a background. I'm first generation Australian. My parents are from Puglia and I'm living in Italy. I'm on a real estate hunt for a long-term rental property here in Umbria. I've been many years in Tuscany. I've had enough. Tuscany for me is over tourism, the authenticity of places like Florence, Pisa, Lucca, Montepulciano. It's too many foreigners living in there. So even into the shops, the conglomerate shops, it's become everything what I don't stand for. But why am I looking at a beautiful fire? Now, I'm going to talk to you about the modern update of converting the Tuscan or the Umbrian or the Pugliese home fireplace, right? And I'm loving this. I haven't seen this before because in 2021 I lived in a gorgeous villa and I had a fireplace somewhat like that, and it was old brick. It's dusty. I feel the dust in my teeth, right? And this doesn't reflect heat back into these old Tuscan homes. And trust me, the Tuscan homes in the winter is like living in Antarctica. Look, no underfloor heating, no insulation. This place has double glazing, and I'm telling you that's rare. So in those villas, they've got, the original single glazing homes. These homes are really to be lived in summer because they're very, very cool in the summer. But hey ho, if this is your home and I'm renting this month by month until I find my home in Umbria, help me. Toddy, Assisi, I love it. If you've got a long-term rental home that has double glazing, is like somewhat insulated, let me know. So imagine this is cold. You always got to have slippers. It's just cold. So now, I lived in Tuscany during the pandemic, about a year on a beautiful Tuscan farm, rustic home. Rustic. There's a reason for it. This is what it means by rustic. Rustic, yeah, look, rustic. I've got central heating here. You might as well throw your money in the toilet. If you don't, look at this. It's cold. It smells of humid. This is a typical Italian historical home. You know those €1 homes they're talking about? Well, they're crumbling, but people, foreigners that come in, they think, I'm going to restore it. They have not a clue about insulation in the ceiling. All this is just heat going out the window. Why would I? And I turned this on the other night. I thought, forget it. I am blowing probably €40 a day in heating. Did you know that Italy is the most expensive European country for gas and electricity? I spent thousands and thousands of euro in 2021 when I lived in the farmhouse in these villas, and they are gorgeous, but I'm older and I'm getting colder. So we're going to go back to the fireplace. So this is what you're up against. No floor heating, right? The heating goes up through there. You've got your double glazing. Imagine single glazing, which a lot of them have. It costs money unless you got the eco bonus, which I'll talk about that a different time, right? Tiles, beautiful. So this would be the original fireplace. This is what you're used to, right? You've just got, this I think they've rebuilt, but it's very typical of a villa, a home in Italy, no matter where you go. It's dusty. I can feel the dust on my feet. Have a look on my YouTube. I've just uploaded a video of how these bricks can absorb water. And you've got to put a lot of water in these to get the dust out. but they are dusty and you are continuously, I'm just continuously cleaning. Why on earth have I got the lounge right near the fireplace? Because I want to stay warm. And originally, and there's a lot still in Italy, you burn your fire here. You've got the brick or the cement, and it does nothing but sound amazing and look amazing, but the heat is just going straight up your chimney. Right here. It can kill the chill, but I was in the villa and it did nothing. I just wasted my money. Or I didn't waste my money, but the fire was just there to look at. And isn't it beautiful to look at? I mean, I've just done an article about burning up all my bad energy in wood and fire. Check that out on my blog as well, and check that out on my YouTube and comment. Right, share your Italian villa home fire tips of how to retain heat in these homes. Now, the other challenge here is the smoke. I woke up this morning, the fire was off last night, but I can smell the smoke. It isn't healthy to inhale smoke. So on top of that, I will keep the window open just to get the smokiness. Now, you can burn lemongrass and that, but it still gets smoky because they're old. Beautiful though, but old. I'm just giving you a reality check of La Dolce Vita that everyone keeps harping about. There is nothing La Dolce Vita about being in a cold villa or a cold home in Italy. It's horrible. I'm sick of it. That is why my long-term rental, I'm being fussy. This is great because you can, it keeps some warmth in there. And the eco bonus, which with the Italian government in the last 3 years gave you 110% if you could get your rating of an Italian home up, which is really, really like flogging a dead horse here. So cold, you could just put modern tiles here, you could put underfloor heating. But do you know how much it's going to cost? Right? So we've got radiators everywhere. This house is still not the rating that the government's looking for. And they've got radiators. It just, honestly, you might as well get your euros and throw it in the fire. So, what's going on in 2024 in regards to retaining some heat in your Villa Italian home? And I'm loving this, and I think it's a great idea. I grew up with fire and wood, and I grew up with cast iron. Yeah, I'm a country pumpkin at heart. I grew up with all these materials, whether it was for tractors. I grew up on a farm, and I thought this is a great idea. So have a look. Can you see the metal or the cast iron that's just been built here? A lot of people are getting it custom made. Why on earth would you do that? Let's compare the two. So imagine the fire happening here. It is messy, it's dirty, but the heat just goes straight up the chimney. The dust it's just horrible to keep clean. It's nice, and you can see here you can roast stuff, which is great. But I can tell you, roasting stuff on here, and I've had it, even a panettone or bread, if you get a little bit of ash, I've had it. I vomited my food up. It's poison to the body. So imagine all this. It's messy. It doesn't keep things clean. If you can smell and inhale ash and smoke, which isn't good, and it's messy, and it doesn't really heat your Tuscan home up. Throw your euros in the fire. So what they've done here, and what I'm noticing, is the cast iron custom built plates that they've done here. And I notice an instant difference. The heat is bouncing off onto me by about a metre or so. Trust me, I never got that in my 1 year living in Tuscany in the villa. I had to put my bum literally nearly on the fire. So this is cast iron. Very, very clever. And that heats up. So yes, a lot of the heat is going up, but I can feel the reflection of the heat of the cast iron somewhat coming out a little bit into the home. And what that does, and I noticed it last night at 4 degrees, in this room alone, that cold, icy Antarctica chill wasn't like my bedroom when I went upstairs. In fact, I mean, for the life of me, why don't you put a door here to keep the heat in? Right, these are absolutely walking on ice. I skied for 11 years, so all this heat is just going up. So if you're going to go for it, people, put a door here. At least insulate one part of your home or your villa, because that's the Italian way. You can have all these grandeur, La Dolce Vita villas. It never gets used. So you could just keep this. It feels cozy, you're warm, and you're saving a hell of a lot of money. Like this, honestly, is a waste of money. And double glaze, even if you can just double glaze, it does help. I see the difference, because in my villa in Tuscany, it didn't have that, and I could feel the wind. So just make sure you just insulate one room. And like, honestly, it's so Italian, it doesn't even make sense, right? Even here, put another door here. Like, yeah, right? But this morning, look, I'm in a T-shirt, because it is warmer outside, but it, and put, where the wind's not coming. What's down here? Oh my God, this is old, musty, and freezing. This is another room. Welcome to La Dolce Vita. It's not. It's cold. It's musty. It's humid. You'll get sick. Because I just don't know how the Italians have survived so far. To me, this isn't La Dolce Vita. This is La Dolce hell. I lived a year in Tuscany, know how beautiful those villas were. In the winter, I suffered. I really suffered. So I walked around in my snow gear, and that's not a lie. So here, cast iron metal. The heat is reflecting off here. I don't think this is custom made. And I would say that if you're going to do it, get someone in to do it properly. I love this. See this? I can't do it because it's hot. You can pull the tray out to here to collect the ash because it's messy. But I don't understand. Here is the this big gap of the brick. So it's not custom made. I think they just got this at a standard shop and went with it. Get it custom made. You want metal as high as you can go. And I'm going to put the picture that you see in this video is from Puglia this morning, and it's all metal. So they've gone a step further. It's all metal. I love it. Puglia's leading the way. So you can cook your panettone, your bread in the morning. You can keep your croissants or your brioche, because this isn't warm, but that is. But you don't want to eat food with dust and ash. You get sick. It'll kill you. So I love what they're doing in Puglia. These guys here have just gone for the easy, just mainstream, go to a shop and buy it. I recommend if you've got a property, cast iron the whole lot like they did in Puglia. And the picture that you see is that example. So in Puglia, this is all metal, easy to clean, no ashes, and it's just so much less cleaning. It's not dusty. But I know you say, listen, Opulenza, what the hell are you living in Italy for if you don't want to do the hard work? Look, I work smart, and there is in 2024, you can still have that Italian, Toscana, Umbria home or farmhouse, but you don't have to do it so hard. And this is a fantastic way. And I grew up, funny enough, my dad we used to barbecue on cast iron. It's cleaner, it's robust, especially when you're cooking. This morning I'm going to do a salsiccia. I could bake, this is so hot. I can bake an egg, bread, keep things warm. Grabbing my rosemary. Look at my rosemary. I could do some fennel. Oh, listen, my top tip. throw some rosemary in there. The smell is divine, and there's hedges and hedges and hedges of rosemary you'll find in Campania, in farm homes and everything, right? Oh, it's so pure. And like this morning, it is 5 degrees out there. This room is warmer because of the cast iron that they've put in here, because the heat is bouncing off somewhat into the freezing Tuscan home. And it's messy. It's messy. You know why? I've got this next to the fire because I want to keep warm. Don't put your fridge near your fire. What the hell? I'm going to move that. That is so dangerous. I had a house fire. I didn't do this. And my fridge burnt my whole house down. It was in the kitchen. That is stupid. So I've literally moved in. Yeah, that's warm. So I'm going to move that over there. Like, why would you do that? Back to, so in Puglia, the picture, the image that you see, it's all metal. They brought in someone to custom make it, bespoke, handcrafted, 100% made in Italy. Welcome to Italy. And it's easy to clean. They can keep their breads or their brioche or their panettone or whatever you're cooking, biscottis, on the metal. It's clean and it keeps it warm. And I love this tray effect. I will definitely, when I find my home, I kept saying Tuscan home, whether it's Umbria or Tuscany, and I will definitely get this. I like this. You say, well, why do you need the tray? Well, I could bake bread here, right? You cannot, I like it because you can bring the tray out and then empty it into the bucket. It's a bit of a feng shui thing. I really like this. I'm going to definitely have that. I did it this morning. Much easier to clean. The dust is not so dominant on my mouth. I mean, I can hear with the villas that I've had, this is the typical way that they have the fireplaces, just blowing up money in wood through the chimney. It didn't keep everything heat. Like I literally in Tuscany did that to keep my legs warm. It was utter freezing and useless, but I spent thousands of euro because I love fire and wood. Read my article this morning on my blog, The Power of Burning. The power of burning your past, your words, your history. Read that. It's really, really important. Throw sage. When I go into a new rental property, I burn sage just to cleanse everybody else's spirits and souls that have gone before me. It's really, really powerful. If you are looking for change in your life, sage, rosemary, it's spiritual, it's biblical. We are souls. We were made out of dust and we will return to dust. And I tell you, I've cleaned this yesterday. I took all the carpets up. I'm like, they are just like a garden in your lounge room. I took all this off as well because Italians cover it, but I will put it back because the dust, the fire does give out ash and smell. It does smell like a fireplace in here. Every hour I open the window, I know I'm losing the heat, but it just gets too smoky here. So make sure you clean your chimney every year. Get a proper chimney sweeper in. It makes a big difference. Clean your ash out of your fire every morning because it makes the fire more powerful and it works. So take that ash out. So this is why I like the cast iron tray. I can just pull it to here and then I throw the ash in the cast iron or in a metal bucket. Don't put it in a plastic bucket for obvious reasons because this ash, even if you leave it overnight, is still warm. And so I get my little wood and it is, we went from 29 degrees to 4 degrees in Umbria, in all around Italy. Everyone packed up their fireplaces thinking summer's over, so we're back in. And I buy this wood locally, 20 kilos at €4.50. I've never had to buy wood in my life until I came to Italy because I grew up with wood, chainsaws. There's another YouTube on that. Like, subscribe. Listen, I'm giving you great tips. If you're going to buy a Tuscan home, invest in the insulation, invest in the double glazing, and get a custom-made cast iron fireplace installed, because it makes a big difference for warmth, and you can cook. I don't need to be using gas. Gas and electricity is the highest in Europe. Italy is the highest and costly in the whole of Europe when it comes to gas, electricity. So if you can kill 100 birds in one, I can cook my meat here this morning, I can bake a bread, I can bake a cake. You can set that cake there. You think, well, hello, what about the ashes? Get that Moroccan ceramic cookery here as well, and you can bake your cake. That's what I'm going to do. What am I talking about here? These are ceramic. Isn't this gorgeous? Right? Get them to paint it if you like. That's how you grab the authenticity of Italy. Beautiful. Morocco does it. You can do couscous in here. I don't need to light my gas at all. I'm 100% confident because of the metal keeping the wool. I can make my coffee and I can make my cappuccino and so forth. Gracie's tip, even in your €1 home, first of all, don't put the fridge near the fire. Are you mad? And secondly, cast iron, bespoke, tailored. This should be higher. And this, as I said, the image from Puglia this morning, it's all cast iron. It's perfect. You don't need this. It's dusty. It's messy. It's time-consuming cleaning. This is the old Arrivederci, and this is the new, and I love it. And I definitely would highly recommend getting one where you can pull out the tray so you're not sticking your head underneath the ash and everything else to clean it. And also imagine making a beautiful pizza or a roasted lamb with rosemary and patate, putting it all here. Then you just pull it out a bit and it's easy. It's like an oven, an accessible oven. I'd go another step further. You don't need that. This is Gracie giving her design tips. I'll tell you what you'll need, because I love it here. This is a new oven they bought me. It's disgraceful. They're not coming right. See that? So get someone, because I'm a farmer's girl at heart, right? Get someone like that long, pull out. What do we need? What's this? It looks good, leave it. And get someone to make something really strong and pull it out. And there you've got your oven pizza, your lamb, your potatoes, your rosemary, your panettone, your salsicce, right? Beautiful. And we're talking about salsicce. I like it. I haven't done it yet, but they've probably done it. Good, very good, very good. Get the proper cast iron. Get them to make it all for you. Because what? Look. I mean, I like it, but this is not, it's heavy. I mean, you can do that, but you've got to be very, very careful that you don't get ash in your food. It's poison, right? So, it's good, but I think we can come up. Oh, my God, just hold on. It's heavy. This is a good one. Right? So eventually you can put it, with the ash. Let's move it around. This is beautiful for marshmallows we did last night. I bought wood yesterday. They sold me green wood. I'm an expert in wood. Don't you go giving me green wood. And so I'm going to go and get more wood. Can you see how the smoke's coming out a bit? You're always going to get that. This flue probably needs a clean. But it is what it is. That's the charm. And then you can put that on there. But again, very low coal. You don't want the ash hitting your food. It's poison. I did it with pizza, and then the ash got the pizza, and then I vomited. So there's got to come up with something different here. I don't like it. Anyway, people, signing off. Cast iron, handcrafted, bespoke to your fireplaces. This, you're wasting your money. You're burning it up. You're burning it up into the chimney. Get rid of the old school. Make it also, I've seen it in villas and palazzos, stack your wood beautifully for wellness. Get rid of all this and put the cast iron metal here. Get the tray. I'm going to move this. See, this is the beauty about these tiles. You want to know why you got these bricks? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, right? So get this all metal like they've done in Puglia. Get someone to make something very heavy and big so you're going, ooh, so you don't burn yourself, so you're not sticking your head under there like a cleaning all the ash. It's just as a feng shui and a wellness, no need. Burn sage, burn rosemary, and because that's beautiful natural smells. I would put essential oils here as well, rosemary, lavender, just to kill the smokiness. And every hour just air it out a bit, because inhaling smoke like that cannot be good. Put a door here, for goodness sake. So I'm basically blowing, like last night I walked up into Antarctica. Put a door here. Can you see the smoke? That's because I'm fiddling around. Put a door over there. Leave that. I mean, you're blowing up heat, but you're in Tuscany. Just leave all this. Yeah, you can get that, but honestly, if you're not insulating, you're blowing your money. You flush it down the toilet, or as I said, this house on an eco-sustainable front, I am literally burning my money away into the abyss. And that is very common in Italy. Can you see the smoke here? What's going on there? Right, sometimes the wind blows. And, but get the cast iron on the bottom and on that. Get it custom made. All here cast iron. Get someone to make that. That's Gracie's invention. I think no one's thought about this, so you can just pull it out a bit and easy to keep clean. The dust, I can smell the dust and the ash on my teeth and in my mouth. But welcome to La Dolce Vita. But I love the cast iron metal. Share your tips, your Italian villa tips, how to keep warm. Italy is the most expensive in Europe when it comes to gas and electricity, and you are blowing everything up into flames. You're wasting your money. The Italian government want people to make these homes to an A+ rating. It's called an eco bonus. I can tell you, all I recommend, double glazing and just live the Tuscan dream. And like me, in the winter, in the heart of the winter, go to your second home, which is Koh Samui, Thailand. Put in Koh Samui, Thailand, and look how I live in the European winter while you guys are freezing here in Italy. Welcome to La Dolce Vita.